Henry Kissinger, Leadership, 6 Studies in World Strategy. Embark on a riveting exploration of 6 revolutionary leaders in a Leadership, 6 Studies in World Strategy, by Henry Kissinger. Delve into the strategic approaches of Charles de Gaulle, Richard Nixon, Anwar Sadat, Lee Kuan Yew, and Margaret Thatcher, illuminating their unique ways of achieving their objectives and guiding their nations. Unravel the intricate details of each leader's personal strategy, from de Gaulle's willpower to Thacker's unyielding conviction, and uncover the invaluable lessons they offer. Each of these exceptional figures forged new pathways despite considerable odds, providing key insights and inspiration for today's aspiring leaders.
Will to power. In the face of defeat, Charles de Gaulle used his words to create alternate realities, willing them into existence. He called for French resistance from Britain and styled himself as the new French figurehead before the Allies could. Through his strategy of will, he summoned a sense of patriotism and national spirit, turning what was in large part an Anglo-American victory into a French one. Nixon's foreign policy. Richard Nixon, infamous for the Watergate scandal, also implemented a foreign policy strategy of equilibrium during his presidency. He believed that a balance of power among nations was crucial for maintaining global peace. To achieve this, he extended a diplomatic opening to China, leading to the Shanghai Communique in collaboration to contain Soviet power. Nixon's focus on national interests over philosophical concerns exemplified his equilibrium strategy. Sadat's strategy of transcendence. Anwar Sadat's leadership involved a progressive approach to change, demonstrated not only in domestic policies but also in his negotiations with Israel. He proposed a version of Kissinger's plan, showing willingness to proceed with interim arrangements, leading to the Camp David Agreement and a joint Nobel Peace Prize with Menachem Begin. Despite opposition from members of Muslim extremist groups and severed diplomatic relations, Sadat pursued a different future, respectful of the past yet transcending its errors. His strategy of transcendence was only intolerable to his enemies. Lee Kuan Yew, the builder of modern Singapore. Lee Kuan Yew's dynamic leadership, emphasis on education, and focus on excellence transformed Singapore from a struggling nation to one of the most successful countries in the world today. Before 1965, Singapore was a British colonial trading post ruled by British Indian authorities. However, the nation was unceremoniously dumped from the merger with Malaya in just 2 years. Singapore's young leader, Lee Kuan Yew, was responsible for ensuring the nation's survival. Lee recognized Singapore's ethnic disunity and focused on promoting unity, ethnic mixing, and creating a common sense of identity among the people. The adoption of a bilingual education system was Lee's solution to the issue of language, as many different languages were spoken on the island. English-language schools taught Mandarin, Malay, and Tamil, while other schools mandated English classes. Education was a priority for Lee, who devoted 1/3 of Singapore's entire budget to education in his first 9 years in power. Corruption was eliminated by passing laws that imposed harsh penalties for any corrupt behavior at any level of government. Lee emphasized excellence and expected every citizen to commit to success. Thanks to Lee's dynamic leadership and focus on excellence, Singapore is now one of the world's most successful countries. With Asia's wealthiest nation per capita, Singapore regularly ranks within the top percentile in measures of human well-being. The Iron Lady's conviction. Margaret Thatcher's unwavering conviction and determination took Britain out of an economic crisis during her tenure as Prime Minister from 1979 to 1990. While most political leaders believed in capturing the middle ground, Thatcher fought for her limited government, Hayekian economic views that clashed with those from the other side. Though not all her policies were popular, her commitment to her economic policies resulted in inflation being cut in half, a reduction in unemployment, and a transformed British centre with rightward-leaning economic views.
In Leadership, 6 Studies in World Strategy, Henry Kissinger expertly examines the innovative leadership strategies of 6 trailblazing figures. From Charles de Gaulle's strategy of will to Richard Nixon's strategy of equilibrium, Margaret Thatcher's strategy of conviction, and beyond, these leaders demonstrate how they triumphed in the face of adversity. Embracing their diverse approaches and unique contexts, the book reveals the incredible power of leadership, resilience, and creativity. By exploring their dynamic and transformative journeys, it leaves us with invaluable lessons and inspiration for those aspiring to lead in the volatile and complex world of today.